Live from Nassau Coliseum in Uniondale, New York, it's NBA G League basketball. And tonight, it's win and in for the Long Island Nets as they welcome in the Grand Rapids Gold. Well, hello again, everybody. Alongside Matt Estrich, I'm Kevin Dexter. Thanks so much for making us a part of your Tuesday evening. Well, Matt, the stakes can't get much higher for Long Island, and the math is pretty simple. A win tonight over Grand Rapids, or in their season finale on the road on Saturday, they are in the playoffs for the third straight year.
Yeah, Kevin, the Nets are 9-4 since the All-Star break, so they have earned the right to control their own playoff destiny here tonight. Let's get you a look at the up-to-the-minute Eastern Conference standings. You see the top four teams, they're already in. The Nets and Capital City among the couple teams making a run at those final spots. Now, Long Island, they took care of business this past weekend on the road at Delaware, who you see is already in. They got the win the other day. Tonight, though, it's a next man up mentality for the Nets. No Noah Clowney, no Jacob Gilyard, no Keon Johnson. Good news, though, for the Nets is that Grand Rapids in a very similar boat. None of their two-way players are here. Now, we caught up with Nets head coach Mufon Udofia before the game, who spoke about his team's approach with the playoffs on the line.
It's a huge opportunity for us. Like you said, we win tonight. We clinch. But I've been telling those guys and preaching to those guys one game at a time. Continue to do the things that we've been doing over the last few weeks, offensively and defensively. Play extremely hard and look up, let the chips fall where they may. So it's a huge opportunity, but it's one game at a time. So we take care tonight, and then we have another road game this weekend.
And the Nets taking on a Grand Rapids team tonight that is out of the playoff picture, but beat Long Island here on this floor just about a month ago. It's time now for tonight's starting lineups. They're brought to you by Homewood Suites, Carl Place, Garden City. Thank you, Homewood Suites, for welcoming us home. And for Long Island, with those three big names not here, and Clowney, Gilyard, and Keon Johnson, it is Kennedy Chandler back in the starting lineup. Same for Patrick Gardner, who earns himself a start. Mufon Udofia very proud of his play as of late, coming off a career high in both points and rebounds in the win on Sunday at Delaware. And this is a Grand Rapids squad, a little bit undersized, Matt, without their three star players, their three two-ways. But Mufon Udofia, reminding us before the game, hey, they beat us pretty good here about a month ago in this building, and we cannot take this team lightly.
It was February 29th. The Gold beat the Nets 101-92, and Kevin, they were in the exact same boat. Didn't have their three two-way players. Maybe a situation where the Nets were looking ahead on the calendar, or looking ahead these Grand Rapids Gold, and they got stunned here at the Coliseum on Leap Day, February 29th. The Nets had one of their worst games shooting the ball in the regular season, under 40% from the field. They shot 20% from three, only made 6 threes in that game. So an opportunity here, of course, win and get into the playoffs, but also to exact some revenge for one of their worst losses of the year on February 29th.
On the Grand Rapids side, 11-20 overall. Their head coach, the legendary point guard Andre Miller, in his second season at the helm of the Gold. Grand Rapids in the Road Whites. They win the opening tip, and we are underway. Thanks for making us a part of your Tuesday evening.
7 straight losses for Grand Rapids, longest current losing streak in the Eastern Conference.
Ellis, a three, is off the mark. And not only do they not have those three two-way players, but Jamarco Pickett, who's their one guy with real NBA experience on the G League roster, when you take out the two-ways, he's out tonight with a knee injury. So really a short-handed Gold squad. That's looking to take advantage of as Edwards off the mark, off glass.
Pickett was Grand Rapids' best player in that first meeting, 27 points, 12 rebounds.
Sule Boom knocks down the long two. And the Gold have the first points of the evening. Jalen Martin will drive it. Got tied up, and that'll be a travel. And brings us to the keys to the game, Matt.
First up, Kevin, we've got Fool's Gold to talk about. The Nets, again, one of their worst shooting nights of the year in that first meeting against the Gold. Got to do a better job of shooting it, coming off a game on Sunday in which they shot it very well. The Stars are MIA. Grand Rapids without their two-way players most of the regular season. Same story for the Nets, missing a bunch of star power. And then it is win and in. Can't mention it enough. Nets control their own playoff destiny, win either tonight or their last game of the regular season. They are in the playoffs.
And things still so tight as we showed you off the top. Patrick Gardner inside lays it in. A lot is on the table for Long Island. They could get as high as the 2 seed if things break right, or of course could still miss the playoffs. So, a lot of different factors. The tiebreakers certainly may come into play down the line, but the simplest answer for Long Island is win one of these final 2 games they are in, win both of these final 2 games, they've got a good chance at a home playoff game next week.
And you're at that interesting point of the season, right, Kevin, where there's a ton of movement between the NBA and the G League team. So your G League team can look one way for one game, and then the next night it can look completely different.
Nets with their second turnover here in the early going. All with Jacob Gilyard up with Brooklyn. Played a bit off the bench for the big club last night in Toronto. It is Kennedy Chandler again back in the starting lineup. Boom's 3 is good. Souley Boum has all 5 points here for the Gold.
Kennedy Chandler has already started 21 games in the regular season. They asked Mufon Udofia about that healthy competition between Gilyard and Chandler at the point guard spot as Jalen Martin turns it over again. Little miscommunication there with Kyler Edwards. And back to the point guards here. Mufon Udofia telling us that he loves that friendly competition between the two of them. Iron sharpens iron when it comes to the point guard position for the Nets.
Yeah, says those two really have helped each other. And Chandler more than capable, of course, stepping into the bigger role here tonight without Gilyard in the building. Boum bouncing for Irvin, thrown straight out of bounds, and the Nets force their first turnover of the evening. Chandler whips one out for Martin, extra pass. Edwards open 3 is good.
Going from good shot to great shot right there, unselfish from Jalen Martin.
Boum bodies Martin but can't finish at the rim. That's looking to push again. Here's Chandler. Had it knocked out of his hand, out of bounds. Now something else Mufon Udofia telling us before the game, Matt, he wants his team to get out and push the pace. They are at their best when they're able to run off of rebounds like we just saw.
And this Grand Rapids team, they shoot the 3 quite often, rely on it just about as much as anybody in the G League. So Mufon Udofia telling us big rebounds will be there for the Nets. Opportunities to run for Long Island.
And Edwards, the mid-range jumper. Back-to-back buckets for Kyler Edwards, and the Nets have grabbed a 2-point lead. Wills, straightaway 3, rims out. Now Gates sets up Edwards. Kyler Edwards for Gardner. He'll fire the corner 3, too much on it. Souley Boum looking to run. Now Ellis over Martin off glass.
Walter Ellis making just his 4th start of the season. Rookie out of Grand Canyon. Going at his fellow rookie, Jalen Martin.
Get a little NCAA tournament noise, Grand Canyon.
The Lopes.
Gates inside for Gardner. Backs his way in. Patrick Gardner with his 2nd bucket.
Picking up where he left off on Sunday. Career high 24 points for Patrick Gardner on the road to Delaware.
Yeah, Mufon Udofia telling us he's earned the right to be the starter right now with Noah Clowney up with Brooklyn. Ellis's 3, no good.
Yeah, we'll show you later in the broadcast a couple of sensational games in this breakout month of March for Patrick Gardner.
Gates inside was held. The foul is on Souley Boum. Early subs here. Joey Baker, Audi's Tony, Justin Jackson all in the game for the Gold. Davion Warren checks in for Long Island. Just 9 available players on both sides tonight. Chandler falling away, too much on it. And Armand Franklin into the front court. Franklin, Jackson, little hesitation inside for 2. Warren, count the bucket, and a foul. Timeout on the floor. Davion Warren to the free throw line. When we come back, Nets have an early 2-point lead.
Who are you texting? Your boyfriend?
No, I'm shopping for a car on CarMax.
Oh, a car?
Are you sure you can afford this? All right.
That's a big purchase.
Relax. I got pre-qualified and shopped by my monthly budget, so I know it's a good decision. Unlike Jenny's new piercing.
Get pre-qualified, shop within your budget. CarMax.
The NBA app is everyone's app. Everyone looking for a bandwagon. Every statistician always in the weeds.
Points, rebounds, assists.
Every streetwear king who's here for the drip. Every Nuggets fan still reigning like a champ. And everyone else on this floating basketball we call Earth.
An early 2-point lead for the Nets over Grand Rapids. Long Island coming off an impressive win on the road on Sunday at Delaware, a game they really needed in terms of the playoff picture, Matt.
Wire-to-wire winner there for the Nets on the road at the Blue Coats. Showed you at the top of the show, Delaware already into the postseason. Patrick Gardner with that career day. Keon Johnson, another ho-hum 20-plus point effort for him. The Nets, Kevin, really came alive on the glass in this game after struggling mightily in the back-to-back against Indiana. Out-rebounded the Delaware Blue Coats 52-32 on Sunday. A huge factor in that win for the Nets.
Yeah, that came after their last home game last week here against Indiana. Gave up nearly 70 rebounds in that loss to the Mad Ants. And talking to Mufan Udofia before the game, did he change anything? We asked him about the rebounding scheme or throwing more bodies on the glass. He said, no, we just told our guys to try harder.
I was just going to say.
Pretty simple.
Best answer ever. Just play harder is what he said. Message received. That Indiana game, Kevin, the second of the back-to-back, they were out-rebounded 68-38. They've seen enough of Oscar Tshiebwe.
Yeah. Was it 24 was the final count in that game?
26.
26.
He had a 26-point, 26-rebound game in the second of the back-to-back with the Nets.
Jackson 3 over Gardner rims out. Now Edwards, baseline drive. Kicks out for Warren. Now Gardner, a little patience to lay it in.
Real nice look there from Davion Warren. And how about the touch from the big man, Patrick Gardner?
Gardner 3 for his first 4 here. Boom, a kick out for Tony. Open 3 is good. Second 3 of the night for the Gold. Here's Chandler inside, bounces for Gardner. Patrick Gardner's got another. Open 3 for Baker off back iron. Joey Baker, guy who can shoot it from deep. Played at both Duke and Michigan. Warren coughs it up, 4-on-1 for the Gold. Franklin turns it over. Kennedy Chandler played that perfectly. Now the Nets with the numbers, and it leads to a bucket for Kaiser Gates.
Unlucky there for Armand Franklin. He just lost the handle on that ball. Ended up right at Kennedy Chandler. And how often, Kevin, do you see a 4-on-1 one way turning right into a 4-on-1 the other way?
6-point lead for the Nets. Chandler, more good hands. Nets have numbers again. Finds Warren trailing the play. Extra pass, corner 3. Edwards in and out. On the floor. Franklin a dive for it, and a jump ball is called.
Mufan Udofia before the game telling us those 50-50 balls have to be the Nets, and 2 guys in blue hitting the floor. First was Davion Warren, then it was Kennedy Chandler, and the Nets earned themselves a jump ball. Right out of the gate, Kevin, you could just tell that the Nets have something to play for tonight.
David Mwaka, Nate Pierre-Louis both checking into the game at that whistle.
This is a Grand Rapids team that goes small as presently composed with the personnel they have available for themselves tonight. So an opportunity for Patrick Gardner, who we've seen already, also David Waka to get it done on the offensive end. Kennedy Chandler this time to jump there.
Baker crosses over. The step back is good for Joey Baker. Now Warren will take it baseline. Davion Warren, the quick response.
Davion Warren had a couple of really good games in that back-to-back against Indiana. Double-figure scoring in both of them.
Franklin inside for Tony. Waka got a piece of it. Jackson down with the loose ball to lay it in. Just a tiny piece of it there from Waka, but not enough to get it out of harm's way, and Jackson is right on the loose ball. Edwards on the backdoor cut. Nice feed from Chandler. Kennedy Chandler already 7 assists, Matt, in the first 8 minutes and change. And Rafani Dofia, as this one goes out of bounds, talked before the game about Chandler's passing improving with Jacob Gilliard being here. Again, that's part of those two guys rubbing off on each other. And boy, for Chandler, he's only attempted 1 shot. How about those numbers, those 7 assists in 8 minutes?
Kevin, when you talk about the player movement between the G League and the NBA, Kyler Edwards and Kennedy Chandler are two guys who've been here since day one, and you can see playing together for 40-plus games, that synergy that they play with and that backdoor cut, that nonverbal communication on display with that beautiful assist there, Chandler to Edwards.
Pierre Louis, fouled from behind. And it's on Joey Baker. We got the body there on Nate Pierre-Louis.
Pierre-Louis playing his 12th game as a Long Island Net after coming over from Mexico City. A trade that has paid dividends for Long Island. Nate Pierre-Louis, another one of those high character guys. Brings great energy, great attitude. Certainly one of those guys who's coincided with this very strong second half for the Nets since the All-Star break.
Boone's jumper is short. Off a foot, Irvin wins the race. Zach Irvin blocked from behind. Chandler got him. Warren up ahead. Pierre-Louis lays it in.
Not giving up on the play. Kennedy Chandler. How about the athleticism? The point guard rising from the block. The lead is 10 for the Nets. One more look at the swat from Kennedy Chandler.
My name is Caitlin, and I am an athlete. This is the story of how I got my life back. I had ACL surgery. A year later, I felt a pop in my knee again. It put a lot of fear in my ability to trust how I can move. When I found HSS, I felt hopeful. HSS gave me the ability to trust my body again. Now I feel confident that I can do anything.
The Long Island Nets are back at Nassau Coliseum for their 8th season in the NBA G League. See the future stars of the NBA and only professional basketball team on Long Island. For a night of family fun, visit Ticketmaster.com or call 934-948-2546 for tickets, group outings, and birthday parties. For the full season schedule, visit LongIslandNets.com. Let's go, Strong Island.
Excellent start for the Nets here in this first quarter, out to a 10-point lead over Grand Rapids. This is the second time these two teams have played at the Coliseum in about a month. Last meeting back on February 29th, and this one was a game that you could really say the Nets coughed up, played poorly in the second half as Grand Rapids came back to steal away a win.
Nets led it by 7 at the break, outscored by the Gold 59-43 there in the second half. Grand Rapids in the fourth quarter actually had a 20-4 run that allowed them to put the game away. And some of the standouts we talked about, Jamarco Pickett, who is, again, not playing today with an injured knee, but Armand Franklin, 19 points off the bench. Soleil Boom had 18 points also coming off the bench. Two guys that really dominated the fourth quarter of that game en route to the upset win for Grand Rapids.
And the Gold have won just one game since. We mentioned it, a 7-game losing streak entering today. They've been shorthanded. Tony's corner three is good. Audie's Tony has made a couple from downtown here in this first quarter.
Tip your hat, that one was well contested by Nate Pierre-Louis in the corner. Third made triple here in the first quarter for Grand Rapids.
Warren on the drive. Davion Warren can't finish. Mwaka's follow won't go. Now the Gold are off and running. It's Irvin. Put it off a foot. And it'll stay with Grand Rapids.
Second unit here for the Nets, plus Kennedy Chandler. Long Island tries to close out this first quarter strong.
Yeah, with only 9 available players, going to be a lot more minutes to go around. Certainly for Chandler, only true point guard in the lineup tonight. As Boom is fouled, this one will be on Warren. And believe it or not, just the first foul called on Long Island. Over 10 minutes in. Irvin had it deflected by Warren out of bounds. Side, and a shot clock violation on the Gold.
Mental error there from Grand Rapids. That half-court possession had a couple starts and stops with a kick ball and then a ball deflected out of bounds, not realizing that the shot clock was winding down there.
I was caught off guard as well.
I was as well. Like everybody in the building forgot that there was about 7 seconds on the shot clock when Grand Rapids inbounded that ball.
Chandler knifing his way inside and draws a foul. It's been quite the start for Kennedy Chandler, and a chance here for his first points of the night.
Yeah, those 7 assists. He's played all 11 minutes here in the first quarter. And at the risk of completely jinxing him, Kevin, at the free throw line, he is 16 for his last 16 free throws over his last 9 games.
Broadcaster's jinx is not a thing now.
Well, I did it to Jacob Gilliard the last time we were here.
You did, yeah.
He was 8 of 8 at one point, stepped up with the final minute of the game on the line and missed it, and I called attention to it.
Boom, driving by Warren, blocked by Mwaka. Andre Miller wanted a goaltend call, doesn't get it. Now Warren sets up Mwaka inside. David Mwaka falling away and left it short. Irvin looking to start the break. Up ahead for Boom, and the pass was just a little too far ahead of him.
And Andre Miller telling his goal players to slow down. Grand Rapids trying to keep pace with the Nets going up and down the floor. Leading to the 6th turnover here for the Gold in the first quarter.
Chandler for Pierre-Louis inside. 8th assist of the quarter for Kennedy Chandler.
12 field goals for the Nets, 12 assists for the Nets. Sharing the basketball beautifully here in the first quarter.
You gotta love that ratio. 3 from Ellis misses. About a 4-second difference between shot and game clock in the quarter. Chandler down to 5. Backing down. Chandler, the up and under, off glass. Now Boom with 2. Sule Boom puts one up and draws the contact. It'll be a 3-shot foul here. 3-point foul, I should say. The foul on David Mwaka.
And Mwaka knows he made a mistake. He's patting his chest saying that one was on me. A bit of a momentum sapper there for the Nets. You had the heroics of Kennedy Chandler at one end.
Boom misses the free throw, so Mwaka bailed out. And the Nets, after a really good quarter, take a 13-point lead into the second. 32-19, Nets on top after 1.
The NBA app is everyone's app. Everyone looking for a bandwagon. Every statistician always in the weeds.
Points, rebounds, assists.
Every streetwear king who's here for the drip. Every Nuggets fan still reigning like a champ. And everyone else on this floating basketball we call Earth.
My name is Itzmar. This is the story of how I got my life back. In college, I injured my back swimming, and pain became so bad that I couldn't function. Treatment was solely focused on my lower back. I was worried that I was never going to get better. When I found HSS, it felt like I had found the cure to my pain. My doctor asked about my hips, as opposed to every other doctor that only asked about my back. HSS changed and saved my life.
Help is here for you when you need it, especially when times get tough. For those who need help paying their energy bill, we offer grant programs, budget plans, monthly bill credits, and more time to pay. We've helped over 500,000 households enroll in payment plans. Learn more at ngrid.com/here to help.
You've heard your friends talking about the stock market lately. Enter the market confidently with Webull, the trading app that provides new investors with educational content and learning tools right at your fingertips. Invest on your own terms with powerful resources to make informed decisions on an intuitive platform that makes it seamless. Join millions of users today, learning, sharing, and investing with the Webull app. Consider your investment risks carefully. Webull Financial, LLC.
Start of the second quarter at the Coliseum and a spectacular first quarter offensively for Long Island. They've got a 13-point lead. Matt, they shoot it 68% from the floor in the first and have 12 assists on 13 made field goals.
And feasting inside, Kevin, not settling for threes, only attempted 3 3-pointers.
Chandler can't finish at the rim. Gardner on the offensive glass has it knocked away. Now Ellis puts it on the floor, and Chandler hustles back to tip that one out of bounds.
But to finish the thought, Kevin, the Nets certainly have the advantage size-wise inside, and they are taking advantage of it with Patrick Gardner and David Mwaka.
Wills, baseline drive, 5 on the shot clock. Kick out, 3 from Wills is good. The Gold have made 4 threes here in the early going, keeping them around in this game. 4 of 11 for Grand Rapids. And the Gold in a 2-3 zone here defensively. Perhaps trying to force the Nets to shoot it a little more from the outside. Gardner able to get into the paint. He's up to 10 early points.
That's the zone buster right there when Patrick Gardner can just set up shop in the middle. Get a nice easy turnaround. See how long Grand Rapids sticks with it after that one.
Irvin drives by him. Kick out. 3 from Ellis is an air ball. Gates elbow jumper goes. Second field goal for Kaiser Gates. And Long Island, their largest lead of the game at 14. Boom, the response off glass. Now Chandler, kick out for Gates. Corner triple is good. And the net's like a well-oiled machine on the offensive end tonight, Matt.
Kaiser Gates been shooting it with such confidence as of late. Perfect 3 of 3 from the field. His first triple of the night.
Yeah, Gates slowly getting back to that level he was at last season where he led the G League in three-point percentage. Up now over 40% for the season. Jalen Martin running the floor. Timeout, Andre Miller. This has been all Long Island, up 17, early second quarter.
All right, it's game time. We gotta watch the Bucks game too. Giannis already got 20 points in the first quarter.
League pass goes hard.
And check out the heat. Jimmy Buckets is on fire. The Lakers and the Nuggets are in OT. Oh, Luka just put a dude on a poster. Jalen Brunson out there snatching ankles. Ooh. Go back to Golden State. Home team view.
This is NBA basketball at its best, folks. I'm never leaving.
I'm gonna want you to leave eventually. After basketball.
Homewood Suites by Hilton, Carle Place, Garden City, New York. Ideally located in Carle Place, New York, just 4 miles from Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum, 17 miles from JFK, and 18 miles from LaGuardia. Settle into a newly renovated, comfortable studio, 1 or 2 bedroom suite with home-like amenities, including a full kitchen. Enjoy a hot, full breakfast each morning and an evening social Monday through Thursday. We offer a 24-hour on-site convenience store, fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi. It's all you need to make yourself at home.
Well, the Nets up 17 here early in the second quarter, and a good moment courtside now as the Nets are delighted to welcome Terry Roberts and his family back to the Coliseum. Terry's been away from the team last couple of weeks, and all of us at the Nets wish him well as he continues his road to recovery.
Second that as well as we
There's Terry.
See Terry in the building for the first time. Got to see his coaches and teammates. A nice hand here as the team had a little video tribute on the board for Terry Roberts, the Amityville scorer as he's known around here. Welcome back, Terry.
Well, the Nets have been spectacular here in this first half on the offensive end, Matt. 68% from the floor. Kennedy Chandler leading the way. Just 4 points. He's got 10 assists already. You start looking at that Long Island Nets record book at this point. 10 assists in not even 15 minutes of game time.
We talk so much about guys getting an opportunity when there's player movement between the NBA and the G League. And Kennedy Chandler, who was a fixture in the starting lineup for the Nets, getting an opportunity once again to run the show for Long Island, making the most of it.
Yeah, Chandler getting his first rest of the night right now.
Well deserved, played all 14+ minutes so far to start the game.
Well, first career double-digit assist game already. Previous career high was 9 for Chandler, and like I said, pretty soon at halftime we'll be looking up the all-time records for assists if he keeps this pace up. The Nets as a team, 16 assists on 17 made field goals.
The only bucket without one was Kennedy Chandler's only basket of the game.
Yeah. Boom for Tony. Puts it on the floor. Audi's Tony draws a foul. It'll be on Davion Warren. This has been a very clean first half so far. Just the 4th foul called on the Nets. Only 4 have been called on the Gold to this point.
Audie's Tony coming off a nice game last time out on the road at Motor City for Grand Rapids. Had 17 points, played just under 40 minutes in that game.
Edwards Extra pass, Gates. Kaiser Gates can't cash in. Gardner a back tap to keep it alive for Long Island. Now gets it back in the corner. Patrick Gardner can't knock it down from deep. Jackson on the board. Now Tony's, check that, Franklin's three is no good. Edwards for Warren. Davion Warren attacking the rim. Seven first half points for Warren. Boom for Franklin. Now corner three, Tony off back iron. Nets again looking to push. They've out-rebounded Grand Rapids 20-8 here to start this one. Warren step back three is short. Boom's got the board. Sule Boom up ahead. Knifes his way inside. Boom called for the travel.
Nets doing a nice job getting back in transition defensively. Boom and Grand Rapids trying to push the pace, but the Nets retreated. Led to the 7th turnover here for Grand Rapids in a half.
Chandler off front of the rim. Waka there to tap it up and in.
Chandler is down, holding his ankle at the other end.
Three from Baker is good. And now Mufon Udofia going to take a timeout as Kennedy Chandler in a lot of pain. Still holding that ankle. And he'll get checked out as we'll take a timeout.
The NBA app is everyone's app. Everyone looking for a bandwagon. Every statistician always in the weeds.
Points, rebounds, assists.
Every streetwear king who's here for the drip. Every Nuggets fan still reigning like a champ. And everyone else on this floating basketball we call Earth.
Help is here for you when you need it, especially when times get tough. For those who need help paying their energy bill, we offer grant programs, budget plans, monthly bill credits, and more time to pay. We've helped over 500,000 households enroll in payment plans. Learn more at ngrid.com/here to help.
Back at the Coliseum, Mufon Udofia is enjoying a successful season as a rookie head coach here in the G League, and he's had some help along the way.
That's the beauty of our organization, you know, just being able to promote from within. So those guys, all three of those guys have been G League head coaches here, and now they're on the NBA bench. So just like those little detailed things that you can ask, those guys have been great for me.
Coming up at halftime, you'll hear from Mufon Udofia. Also, Will Weaver, Ronnie Burrell, Adam Caporn, the former Long Island Nets head coaches, now assistant coaches on the bench with the Brooklyn Nets.
Well, not a good sign here for Long Island. Out of this timeout, Kennedy Chandler is up, but really couldn't put any weight on his right leg. He's going to be helped back to the Long Island locker room. Again, went down in a lot of pain after that last sequence. Here's another look at it. So there's Chandler as he lets go of the basketball. Stepping back to look. No contact. Oh, just rolled it right there. Yeah. Wow.
And non-contact, that's never a good sign. As, like you said, Kevin Chandler still being helped off as he makes his way back to the locker room. He's got a coach under each arm. He's enjoying really a career day.
And 10 assists in the first half for Kennedy Chandler, and now Long Island, you know, he was their only true point guard in the lineup tonight. They'll have to play without a point guard here for the remainder of this game, or as long as Chandler's out for at least. But concern certainly for Kennedy Chandler because he was still in a lot of pain as he got up off the floor. Pierre-Louis can't finish at the rim. Tony is on it and tapped out of bounds by Jalen Martin.
Again, no Jacob Gilyard for the Nets. He is with Brooklyn on the road as they travel to the Washington Wizards for a game tomorrow night. So going to be point guard by committee here for the Nets. And maybe circle this moment in time here in the game, Kevin. Long Island up by 14 midway through the second where Kennedy Chandler goes out.
Ellis driving on Martin. Walter Ellis is fouled.
Walter Ellis, the guy who's come on of late for Grand Rapids. Double figure scoring in each of his last 2 games. Guy who averages under 5 per contest.
We'll see how the Nets handle this kind of point guard by committee approach here. Cameron Hankerson in the game puts one off glass for his first points of the night.
Hankerson is one of those guys who can handle the basketball at 6'5", 200 pounds.
Baker floater in the lane, rims home. Little friendly roll there for Joey Baker, who's got 7 off the bench.
Baker, one of the newest members of the Gold, added from the available player pool back on March 3rd.
Gates will shoot it. Short from Kaiser Gates.
Feels like one of the few threes that the Nets forced up.
The Nets as a team is 2 for 9 from downtown in this first half. Leading by 12. Tony through the contact, no whistle. And a jump ball was called as he got tied up there with Pierre-Louis.
Grand Rapids wanted a foul, but like you said earlier, Kevin, the referee certainly letting these 2 teams play.
Yeah, a total of 9 fouls called in this first half.
Second jump ball in the first half forthcoming.
Tip controlled by Ellis, who's down immediately on the ground and tied up by Edwards.
Let's do it again.
Yep. For another jump.
It took a while to sort out player positioning there before that jump, and why not? Let's go ahead and do it again. 5 seconds on the shot clock here for Grand Rapids.
Hankerson controls it. Now Pierre-Louis. A little out of control, but finds Edwards, who fires the 3, and it's off the mark. And Pierre-Louis races after that one, keeps it alive. He's got it back in the corner. Gates, catch and shoot triple, he's fouled.
Nets winning those 50-50 balls, hitting the floor, chasing down offensive rebounds, and it leads to a golden opportunity here for Kaiser Gates. You get a look at the contact after the release. Gates an 84% free throw shooter here in the regular season.
Gates, the second net into double figures. Both Gates and Gardner have 10. Hankerson reads the play, jams it home.
What a mistake there from Zach Irvin. Lazy pass. Leads to the crowd-pleasing dunk for Cam Hankerson.
Foul on the shot. Another look at Hankerson. Little showtime. They called the foul on Pierre-Louis on the floor. Now Wills, he'll put it on the floor. It sets a Boom for the open three. Souley Boum, no good. Here's Hankerson. Edwards inside for Gates. In some traffic, Kaiser Gates is fouled.
Kaiser Gates showing you that versatility, a guy known for his three-point shooting. Mufon Udofia tells us all the time he can play the 3, the 4, even the 5 at times for the Nets. Showing you his pick-and-roll ability. Back to the free throw line for Gates.
Well, Nets are a perfect 5 for 5 from the line tonight. Helping to extend this lead now out to 19, their largest of the first half.
Gates leading all scorers with 12.
Ellis sets up Wills, had it blocked. Ellis has it back, his 3 is good. Gates sets up Mwaka, backdoor.
What a cut from David Mwaka, completely losing his defender at the top of the key. Flashing inside, Kaiser Gates saw it all the way, and a huge throwdown from the big man.
Boum with the scoop and a foul. Well, Souley Boum certainly has been aggressive.
You see the cut right there. Woo! How about the footwork from the big fella, David Mwaka?
You know, both of these rookie big men, Mwaka and Gardner, have really developed well this season, and it creates a good situation, a win-win really for Long Island, because when Noah Clowney is not here, you still have these two guys who are both capable of playing big minutes, and when he is here, you've got 3 really good big guys you could throw at opposing teams depending on the matchups.
And all of them rookies, all of them coming along at the same time. We've certainly talked to all 3 of them. We've talked to Mufon Udofia about it. The development of those 3 has certainly, like you said, Kevin, been fun to watch as this season is unfolding.
You know, all 3 different styles. You know, Clowney, of course, a first-round pick. A lot of versatility and very high ceiling. As Hankerson's 3 off the mark, but Mwaka really tipped that one back up and in. You know, he's your traditional big, right? More back to the basket, rim running, rim protecting.
Shot
and Gardner,
blocking.
And Gardner can step out, give you a little bit more finesse. Still a good rebounder, so a good mix at the 5 spot for Long Island. Hankerson into the front court. Warren. Go to the free throw line.
It's been a sloppy first half offensively for Grand Rapids. They've already turned it over 10 times. Nets with 18 points off of those turnovers, so certainly taking advantage of the miscues early on from Grand Rapids. Been a tough season for the Gold, 11-20. They are 14th place in the Eastern Conference. Long been eliminated from playoff contention, losers of 7 in a row.
Franklin had it deflected, gets it back. Now Wills, 5 in the shot clock. Boum has to put up a 3, got fouled. Got hit by Hankerson as he was shooting it.
That was a mistake from Cam Hankerson. Not sure what he was thinking. Kind of a drive-by and hits him right on the waist.
Yeah.
Unnecessary challenge there from Cam Hankerson.
And Mufon Udofia has a perplexed look on his face. He's kind of staring at Cam Hankerson. Hankerson pleading his case to the official.
Yeah, getting that stare. Now, you never like that stare from coach, right? Arms folded.
Yeah. Almost like, you know what you did wrong. Misses the free throw, though, so Hankerson gets bailed out. Now he's running the floor. Cameron Hankerson trying to make up for it. Can't do so. Rolled out on him.
Second time, Kevin, in the first half here that Soleil Boom has missed a free throw worth 3 points.
Mark that down.
Yeah, huge opportunity.
That's running the floor again. Gates, pull-up three is good.
3 more points off of a turnover for Long Island as Kaiser Gates up to 15 now in the first half.
And the Nets, 20 points off of 10 Grand Rapids turnovers. Wills inside, Bryce Wills with the floater. Warren, off back iron, no. Baseline drive, Tony has it knocked away, no whistle. Andre Miller wanted a foul. That's able to take advantage here and bring it into the front court. Now Hankerson, 3 off the front of the rim. Tony through a body. Edwards the board. Down to 7, racing ahead. Bounce pass for Gates, had it blocked, but a goaltend. Count the bucket for Kaiser Gates. Off the backboard first, so count the bucket. Down to 1 here. Wills at the horn, no good. And that'll do it for the first half. An impressive first half for the Nets. And a 21-point lead here at the break, 63-42. We're going to take a second as the officials are going to review something here. So we'll keep you updated on that. But while we have a second, let's send it sideline where Matt is standing by with Travis Voigt.
All right, Coach, it appears like you lose Kennedy Chandler. Do you like the way your guys were able to really not miss a beat pushing the basketball?
Yeah, it's all about next man up mentality, and our guys are doing what they need to do. And that's all we can ask.
They've turned it over 10 times. You've turned that into 20 points. You like how opportunistic your group has been so far here in the first half?
Yeah, that's been a big key of the game. Play with physicality, then we can get out and get easy buckets in transition.
This is win, and you guys are in. I mean, do you feel like that message has been received in the locker room?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we haven't even talked about it. We're just taking this one day at a time. We know if we do what we do, the results will take care of itself.
All right, thank you, Coach. Yep. Kevin?
All right, thank you, Matt. Thank you, Coach. Well, the official is still reviewing something here, so I'm just going to hang tight here for a second before we go to break. I believe it was just checking to see if there was a goaltend on that last shot before halftime, where Waka got a block. Let's see if we can show it to you. Matt running back over. Good hustle to get back here before we go to break, Matt. They've started the halftime clock. All right, we'll give you an update when we come back. We'll step aside, let you know as Matt's feature on Mufan Udofia coming up after this.
Who are you texting? Your boyfriend?
No, I'm shopping for a car on CarMax.
Oh, a car?
Are you sure you can afford this? All right.
That's a big purchase.
Relax. I got pre-qualified and shopped by my monthly budget, so I know it's a good decision. Unlike Jenny's new piercing.
Get pre-qualified, shop within your budget. CarMax.
The NBA app is everyone's app. Everyone looking for a bandwagon. Every statistician always in the weeds.
Points, rebounds, assists.
Every streetwear king who's here for the drip. Every Nuggets fan still reigning like a champ. And everyone else on this floating basketball we call Earth.
My name is Caitlin, and I am an athlete. This is the story of how I got my life back. I had ACL surgery. A year later, I felt a pop in my knee again. It put a lot of fear in my ability to trust how I can move. When I found HSS, I felt hopeful. HSS gave me the ability to trust my body again. Now I feel confident that I can do anything.
Help is here for you when you need it, especially when times get tough. For those who need help paying their energy bill, we offer grant programs, budget plans, monthly bill credits, and more time to pay. We've helped over 500,000 households enroll in payment plans. Learn more at ngrid.com/here to help.
Homewood Suites by Hilton, Carle Place, Garden City, New York. Ideally located in Carle Place, New York, just 4 miles from Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum, 17 miles from JFK, and 18 miles from LaGuardia. Settle into a newly renovated, comfortable studio, 1 or 2 bedroom suite with home-like amenities, including a full kitchen. Enjoy a hot, full breakfast each morning and an evening social Monday through Thursday. We offer a 24-hour on-site convenience store, fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi. It's all you need to make yourself at home.
Welcome back to the Coliseum. That review, by the way, just wrapping up an inconclusive play on the Kaiser Gates 3 from near the end of that first half. Stays at 3, so we've got the same score here at the break with the Nets up by 21. All right, well, Mufon Udofia is wrapping up a successful first year as a G League head coach. He's had plenty of help along the way, including a trio of colleagues on the Brooklyn bench who know a thing or two about running the show here on the island. Matt has more.
I think that the reason that Mufon is here is because he shares the core values that the Brooklyn Nets had. So when I speak to him, I know the language that he speaks. I know, his big rocks, the things that are really important to him.
It's no surprise Brooklyn assistant coach Ronnie Burrell gets along so well with Long Island head coach Mufon Udofia. A year ago, Burrell was Long Island's head coach. In fact, 2 other Brooklyn assistants, Adam Capehorn and Will Weaver, were Long Island head coaches too. It's a big reason why the Nets, NBA, and G League clubs are in lockstep.
I talk to those guys a lot, Adam Capes, Ronnie Burrell, Will Weaver. The dialogue back and forth has been tremendous this year. Whether we're talking about our assignment player, two-way player, or whether we're talking about just X's and O's and things that they put in differently and things that we can implement down here in the G League.
Mufon Udofia and Ronnie Burrell have known each other for years. Udofia and Will Weaver met this summer. Capehorn and Udofia, they crossed paths on the international circuit. But whatever their prior relationships, they all share the common experience of running the show on Long Island with an eye toward developing the next generation of Nets.
And that's the beauty of our organization, just being able to promote from within. So just like those little detailed things that you can ask, those guys has been great for me.
We need the players that are two ways, for example, or on assignment to come back and forth and be able to execute so they can help get in an NBA game and succeed. And, there's lots of layers to that. It's a really enjoyable part of the job, and Coach Moo does a fantastic job.
Mufon Udofia and the trio of Brooklyn assistants who once stood in his shoes share a rare bond. Burrell, Capehorn, and Weaver have a unique understanding of the challenges Udofia faces as G League coach.
That makes it very easy to communicate with him. I know what he wants to know. I know what he needs to know. He's actually very low maintenance, so I feel the need to just give him all the information and then let him run with it.
Any NBA season is going to have its injuries and its ups and downs, where availability is going to trickle down to the G League and have them in a position to have to adjust based on availability. So for a guy doing it in his first stint, to have that sort of puzzle to solve, I think he's really separated himself and shown how capable he is.
Those are just great basketball minds that, I could be a springboard and just help me out as much as possible. So I'm thankful for that, and I'm thankful for those guys.
It's halftime between the Nets and Gold. Coming up after the break, we'll have first half highlights and stats. We're back right after this.
Who are you texting? Your boyfriend?
No, I'm shopping for a car on CarMax.
Oh, a car?
Are you sure you can afford this? All right.
That's a big purchase.
Relax. I got pre-qualified and shopped by my monthly budget, so I know it's a good decision. Like Jenny's new piercing.
Get pre-qualified, shop within your budget. CarMax.
My name is Itzmar, and this is the story of how I got my life back. In college, I injured my back swimming, and pain became so bad that I couldn't function. Treatment was solely focused on my lower back. I was worried that I was never going to get better. When I found HSS, it felt like I had found the cure to my pain. My doctor asked about my hips as opposed to every other doctor that only asked about my back. HSS changed and saved my life.
Help is here for you when you need it, especially when times get tough. For those who need help paying their energy bill, we offer grant programs, budget plans, monthly bill credits, and more time to pay. We've helped over 500,000 households enroll in payment plans. Learn more at ngrid.com/here to help.
You've heard your friends talking about the stock market lately. Enter the market confidently with Webull, the trading app that provides new investors with educational content and learning tools right at your fingertips. Invest on your own terms with powerful resources to make informed decisions on an intuitive platform that makes it seamless. Join millions of users today, learning, sharing, and investing with the Webull app. Consider your investment risks carefully. Webull Financial, LLC.
The Long Island Nets are back at Nassau Coliseum for their 8th season in the NBA G League. See the future stars of the NBA and only professional basketball team on Long Island. For a night of family fun, visit Ticketmaster.com or call 934-948-2546 for tickets, group outings, and birthday parties. For the full season schedule, visit LongIslandNets.com. Let's go, Strong Island.
Who are you texting? Your boyfriend?
No, I'm shopping for a car on CarMax.
Oh, a car?
Are you sure you can afford this? All right.
That's a big purchase.
Relax. I got pre-qualified and shopped by my monthly budget, so I know it's a good decision. Like Jenny's new piercing.
Get pre-qualified, shop within your budget. CarMax.
Well, we're at halftime here at the Coliseum. Good first half for Long Island. One more to go to get into the NBA G League playoffs. A 21-point lead over Grand Rapids. Welcome back here courtside. Kevin and Matt with you. Thanks for making us a part of your Tuesday evening, sticking with us here tonight. Again, message pretty simple for Long Island. Win tonight. They're in the NBA G League playoffs. They got that message pretty loud and clear in the first half.
Yeah, stakes couldn't be any higher, Kevin, and you got to love the effort, like you said, from the Nets, up by 21, a 63-point first half for Long Island. They are missing some critical components, but you wouldn't know it from the way that the Nets played in that first half. As for Grand Rapids, we talk so much about a team that really limping into the Coliseum here, losers of 7 in a row. Getting a lot of help from their bench, though. Audi's Tony, 8 points. He's leading the team, leading the gold with those 8 points. And then Joey Baker, relatively newly acquired, with 7 points off of the bench. But there has been some few and far between just bursts of stability in the first half here from Grand Rapids. Again, just 36% shooting it from the field. Do have a couple made threes. They've got 6 made threes, which actually matches the total that they had in their most recent loss on Saturday afternoon. As for the Nets, it has been a group effort, to say the least. Leading the way, Kaiser Gates, 17 points on 5 of 7 from the field. Couple three-pointers made. The Nets, surprisingly, have really struggled shooting it from deep, just 3 of 13, but it has not fazed them, shooting 23% from long range and are enjoying a 21-point lead. How about that? And Patrick Gardner, who's been a revelation in the month of March for the Nets, another strong first half, 10 points, 5 rebounds. We should mention Kennedy Chandler going out midway through the second quarter, 10 assists. You can see a couple of them here on the buckets for Patrick Gardner. No word here yet on Chandler. Expecting him, though, Kevin, not to play here in the second half, but how about his Nets teammates picking up, and Long Island really not losing anything with Chandler off the floor.
Yeah, the assist number really jumps out. 21 assists for Long Island on 24 made field goals in the first half, and they dominate on the glass, 29-19 edge in the rebounding battle. Well, halftime just about wrapping up here at the Coliseum. When we come back, we've got the second half. That's after this.
The NBA app is everyone's app. Everyone looking for a bandwagon. Every statistician always in the weeds.
Points, rebounds, assists.
Every streetwear king who's here for the drip. Every Nuggets fan still reigning like a champ. And everyone else on this floating basketball we call Earth.
My name is Caitlin, and I am an athlete. This is the story of how I got my life back. I had ACL surgery. A year later, I felt a pop in my knee again. It put a lot of fear in my ability to trust how I can move. When I found HSS, I felt hopeful. HSS gave me the ability to trust my body again. Now I feel confident that I can do anything.
Help is here for you when you need it, especially when times get tough. For those who need help paying their energy bill, we offer grant programs, budget plans, monthly bill credits, and more time to pay. We've helped over 500,000 households enroll in payment plans. Learn more at ngrid.com/here to help.
You've heard your friends talking about the stock market lately. Enter the market confidently with Webull, the trading app that provides new investors with educational content and learning tools right at your fingertips. Invest on your own terms with powerful resources to make informed decisions on an intuitive platform that makes it seamless. Join millions of users today, learning, sharing, and investing with the Webull app. Consider your investment risks carefully. Webull Financial, LLC.
Who are you texting? Your boyfriend?
No, I'm shopping for a car on CarMax.
Oh, a car?
Are you sure you can afford this? All right.
That's a big purchase.
Relax. I got pre-qualified and shopped by my monthly budget, so I know it's a good decision. Unlike Jenny's new piercing.
Get pre-qualified, shop within your budget. CarMax.
The future of the NBA, that's starting today. Welcome to the NBA G League. Today, we're panning for nuggets of gold, searching for what's never been seen. Today, watch us set new trends and crown new kings. Today, we're igniting the sparks that's blazing new trails. Buckle up and watch today's G League become tomorrow's NBA.
All right, start of the second half at the Coliseum. Nets trying to hold on to this 21-point lead. Before we get there, Matt, the tools to the second half.
Start off, Kevin, with Nets shooting. Remember a couple weeks ago when these two teams played, the Nets had one of their worst shooting efforts of the season. Much better so far tonight in the first half, 52% from the field. Again, just 23% from three, but it really has not made a difference. Nets lead it by 21. That next man up mentality. Everybody for the Nets has scored so far in the first half, but shout out Kaiser Gates, Patrick Gardner, Kennedy Chandler, who we are not expecting to see here in the second half. All three of those guys with great efforts here in the first half. And then win and in. The message is simple. The message is clear. Should the Nets hang on and win this game, they will be in the G League playoffs.
Yeah, Kennedy Chandler not on the floor here to start the second half. And early in the second quarter went down with what appeared to be an ankle injury. Kind of rolled it non-contact, after a pass. So, of course, hoping for the best for Chandler. But at this point, we'd assume he's not coming back. No official word from the team, we should say. But at this point, unlikely to see Chandler back in this game. So the Nets will have to do it with just 8 available players here in the second half and no true point guard. As Edwards' jumpers off the market, is Davion Warren into the starting lineup here to open up the third quarter with Chandler not on the floor. And that's an offensive foul on Irvin.
Zach Irvin wants to know what he did there, getting booked for the illegal screen.
once again. Kicks out for Warren. He'll shoot the three. Davion Warren in and out. Now Ellis, fall away, rims out. And last off of the goal.
Couple empty trips here for each team to start this second half.
Martin fouled on the pass. It's on Boom. Not a lot of whistles in that first half. Already a couple of fouls here in the first minute and change of the second.
Nets were playing so well there at the end of the second quarter. Had all that momentum. Last thing they wanted was a halftime break.
Martin, the body inside, but he can't finish. That's a powerful move from Jalen Martin. Now Wills bowls over Edwards, and that's a blocking foul.
Skylar Edwards thought he had it. Not quite set enough. Gets called for the block.
Edwards was in good position, but just kind of slid there at the end.
Yeah, that little right foot drag at the point of contact. This unceremonious start to the third quarter continues.
Ellis. Now Wills will shoot the three. Bryce Wills connects from downtown. First points of the half go to the goal. Now Warren bodies his way inside. Davion Warren, a quick response for Long Island. Davion Warren's confidence continuing to grow by the day. Another strong move there. Now Wills, extra pass, Boom in the corner. Souley Boom from downtown.
The Gold's ticket to get back in this game almost certainly will have to be from deep. Mentioned at the start of the broadcast that Grand Rapids relies on the three just about as much as anybody in the G League. Nearly 40% of their points come from threes. Make 14 per game on average. That's top 5 in the G League. And they've got 8 so far tonight.
Three different players have hit multiple threes for the Gold. Wills, Boom, and Tony. The free throw is good for Warren. Lead back out to 19.
And the Nets are 7 of 7 at the free throw line. 14 points coming off those free throws.
3 rims out from Ellis. Now Warren crossing over. Davion Warren, the fall away off glass.
Through contact. Thought he got shoved there on the baseline as he was releasing that shot.
Yeah, Warren is a crafty scorer. A lot of different tricks in the bag. Lead back to 21. Irvin on the backdoor cut, blocked by Gardner. 5 on the shot clock. It's Boom in the corner, short on the 3. Nets looking to push. Warren inside for another 2 and a foul.
The one-man fast break, that is Davion Warren. Love the footwork when he gets into the paint. Soren past the defender, finishing through the contact. Warren will head back to the free throw line. He's already 3 of 3 at the stripe tonight.
Nets are a perfect 7 of 7 from the free throw line, making up for their lack of three-point shooting. They've been good around the rim, and they've gotten to the line, and when they get there, they made their free throws.
Davion Warren now up to 18 points.
Already 9 here in the third quarter. Boom for 2.
Fortuitous bounce there for Souley Boom.
Gardner hands off for Gates, gets it back. Patrick Gardner at the rim.
More of that soft touch on display for Patrick Gardner.
Now Boom, with some contact, rolls out on him. Edwards looking up ahead. Now he'll kick it himself. Tyler Edwards, back for Gates, open three. Kaiser Gates from downtown, timeout Andre Miller.
Kaiser Gates putting on a clinic, moving without the basketball, hits the three, and the Nets lead it by 27.
All right, it's game time. We gotta watch the Bucks game too. Giannis already got 20 points in the first quarter. League pass goes hard. And check out the Heat. Jimmy Buckets is on fire. The Lakers and the Nuggets are in OT. Oh, Luka just put a dude on a poster. Jalen Brunson out there snatching ankles. Ooh. Go back to Golden State. Home team view.
This is NBA basketball at its best, folks.
I'm never leaving. I'm gonna want you to leave eventually. After basketball.
Homewood Suites by Hilton, Carl Place, Garden City, New York. Ideally located in Carl Place, New York, just 4 miles from Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum, 17 miles from JFK, and 18 miles from LaGuardia. Settle into a newly renovated, comfortable studio, 1 or 2 bedroom suite with home-like amenities, including a full kitchen. Enjoy a hot, full breakfast each morning and an evening social Monday through Thursday. We offer a 24-hour on-site convenience store, fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi. It's all you need to make yourself at home.
Well, the Nets have outscored the Gold 14-8 here in the third quarter. Their lead now 27 over Grand Rapids. And Long Island doing this without 3 key players here tonight, Matt.
Jacob Gilliard and Keon Johnson, the two-ways. Noah Clowney, who's often on assignment with the Long Island Nets. They are all on the road. Played last night up in Canada as the Brooklyn Nets beat the Toronto Raptors. Now they made the trip over to DC as the Nets will play the Washington Wizards tomorrow night. But of note for the Nets, these are the missing men for Long Island, and preach that next man mentality, next man up mentality all season long does Mufan Udofia and that Nets coaching staff. And boy, have they lived up to the billing here. A 27-point lead midway through the third quarter for Coach Udofia and crew. It is win and in for the Nets tonight.
And he said it was kind of poetic, before the game. A chance to clinch the playoff spot, to have your pretty much your G League roster. They do have the 1-2-way in Jalen Martin here, but that's pretty much your G League guys, as he said, and they are the ones who've been here the entire season. They're the ones who've got the chance to, put the check mark next to their name, or the asterisk next to their name on the standings page, and clinch that playoff spot.
It would be fitting, should the Nets hold on here to win, that the majority of the roster are composed of those G League guys who have been in the grind all season long here for the Nets.
They've got a 27-point lead here. Just have to get this one to the finish line. Kyler Edwards, a chance for a 4-point play.
A little flair for the dramatic as Mufan Udofia walks all the way out to help up Kyler Edwards. How about this? Likes what he sees, little step back. 3 and the foul.
We've got a challenge from Andre Miller. The officials will take a look when we come back. Nets, for now, up by 30.
The Long Island Nets are back at Nassau Coliseum for their 8th season in the NBA G League. See the future stars of the NBA and only professional basketball team on Long Island. For a night of family fun, visit Ticketmaster.com or call 934-948-2546 for tickets, group outings, and birthday parties. For the full season schedule, visit LongIslandNets.com. Let's go, Strong Island.
All right, it's game time. We gotta watch the Bucks game too. Giannis already got 20 points in the first quarter. League pass goes hard. And check out the Heat. Jimmy Buckets is on fire. The Lakers and the Nuggets are in OT. Oh, Luka just put a dude on a poster. Jalen Brunson out there snatching ankles. Ooh. Go back to Golden State. Home team view.
This is NBA basketball at its best, folks.
I'm never leaving. I'm gonna want you to leave eventually. After basketball.
Well, my mistake, no challenge here from Andre Miller, but the officials are reviewing for a possible flagrant And Joey Baker in the landing space there of Kyler Edwards. We'll try to eavesdrop here on the officials' conversation.
Yeah, they've taken their look. They are now discussing amongst themselves, and Kevin's got the headset off, so. And the foul is going to be upgraded to a flagrant one.
A flagrant one on Joey Baker, again within the landing space there of Kyler Edwards.
Seems stable now, sir.
So count the 3 for Edwards. They're shooting one shot, and then the Nets will get the basketball.
Yep.
So you put 4 points on the board, and now you get the basketball back. Pretty good trade there for the Nets.
Kevin, there was a time a couple weeks ago where Kyler Edwards was really struggling at the free throw line, also in some big spots for the Nets. How about this, over the last 8 games for Edwards, 12 of 12 from the free throw line, including that make right there.
Warren open 3 off back iron. Pierre Louis on the offensive glass, sets up Warren, count it, and 1. This could be a 7-point Long Island possession.
And the Nets here clearly going for the jugular. Want to remove all doubt from this game. Nate Pierre-Louis with the extra effort. There's the swipe on Davion Warren, and he makes good on that free throw.
You go from still a 27-point lead, certainly not too shabby, but from 27 to 34 in the blink of an eye. And the Nets are firmly in control of this one. Pierre-Louis called for the foul. You know, but Matt, it's one thing to say, hey, this is the opportunity, right, we have in front of us. We know what we've got to do to win this game, and another thing to go out and execute it the way the Nets have done it tonight.
I mean, to a T, and obviously this is the opponent that you wanted to see when you're in a win or go home situation. The team's struggling more than any other team in the Eastern Conference at the moment. Grand Rapids losers of 7 in a row, so certainly right for the picking, but should say, we were of that same opinion back on February 29th when Grand Rapids came in here similarly shorthanded and just flat out shocked the Nets, beat them by 9 or 10 points in that game that really wasn't even that close.
Yeah, it's one of those games that you look at if the Nets were to fall short of the playoffs, right? Say, hey, they should have had that one. There's a couple of them along the way. I'm sure Mufan Udofia would tell you. Games they felt like they should have won. Jalen Martin.
Certainly an inspired effort through the first 2.5 quarters for the Nets.
Warren takes it away again. Oh, Davion Warren has been a machine in this third quarter.
Nets turn it over, take it right back, turn it into 2 more points.
Warren's got 14 points here in the quarter in just 6 minutes. Jackson sets up Tony backdoor on a foul. And David Nwaka saying he got elbowed in the face. And the foul's going to be on him anyway. The foul actually is on Hankerson.
Mufan Udofia was arguing that David Nwaka got a clean block. But they do get the foul on Hankerson.
Edwards, 3, short. All the more impressive, Matt, that the Nets have done this without shooting the 3 well at all.
Right.
5 of 18 now after that miss from Edwards. And Tony lost it out of bounds.
Well, you mentioned it back in the second quarter. That exceptional free throw shooting will go a long way. A perfect 10 of 10.
Martin, a miss. Jackson, a three is short. Martin pushes it up ahead. Jalen Martin draws a foul. He is tough to handle in transition.
Well, that is certainly his specialty. Jalen Martin, the 20-year-old rookie, the only two-way in the building tonight for either team. Had a couple opportunities here over the last minute or so at transition buckets. Since Martin was acquired from the New York Knicks, he's been on a bit of a minutes restriction as he works his way back from injury. So certainly the Nets have been careful with Jalen Martin's minutes. Back on March 21st, had a set season highs with 28 minutes played and 18 points in that game against the Mad Ants. So coming along is Jalen Martin.
Well, timeout Mufan Udofia. Now we'll keep it here, I believe, waiting for the word from our guys. We went to that break earlier while during the review, so we'll keep it here during the timeout. With the Nets in front by 34. 4:50 to play, third quarter. And this has been, we've talked so much about the offense, the impressive defensive quarter for the Nets. But while we have a second here, let's take a look at the Nets in the playoffs in the G League as they are on the brink of clinching a playoff spot. Of course, the 2018-19 season, that was so much fun for Long Island that year, going all the way to the G League Finals with Will Weaver at the helm, who we just saw in your halftime feature. Eventually losing to the Rio Grande Valley Vipers. Then the 21-22 season, losing the first round, the quarterfinals, on the road at Delaware. And last year here at home to Delaware in the Eastern Conference Finals. So if you're Long Island, you don't want to see Delaware, I guess is the answer in the playoffs potentially next week.
Well, it's a Delaware team that they solved on Sunday, winning by 18 in a game at the Bluecoats. But you saw that graphic there, Kevin. 8 years of Long Island Nets basketball. The history is not long for this G League franchise, but it is certainly proud, as it looks like a fourth playoff appearance is only a matter of about 16 minutes or so of game time away. As again, it is win and in for the Nets here tonight in this game against Grand Rapids.
You know, you really think about it, and they make the finals, right, in the 2019 season. It took in the second half of the calendar year, right? They make the finals in the 2019 season. No playoffs in 2020, of course, year cut short due to COVID. Then you have the bubble season, a little bit different. Certainly counts, but
only a 14-game regular season.
Right, you can kind of brush it to the side a little bit, not that same kind of atmosphere. Then they've made the playoffs the 2 seasons since. So really the last 3 full G League seasons, Nets have made the playoffs, a chance to make it 4 full seasons in a row here in the postseason for this franchise.
Some of those franchises, they really do the G League program well. Teams like Rio Grande Valley come to mind, Delaware, Maine, the teams that always just appear to be in the playoffs at the end of the season. And like you said, Kevin, over the last 4 years, you can put the Long Island Nets right there at the top.
David Nwaka, another rim rocker. I stole that one from Tony. Tony loved the great PA announcer here at the Coliseum. He's been using that all season long. A rim rocker from David Nwaka. Open 3 for Ellis, rims out. Hankerson down the left side. Kept in play by Boom. He'll shoot the 3. Sule Boom, it's short. Edwards able to keep it in play.
Tyler Edwards quietly working on a real nice stat line. 11 points, 7 assists, 6 rebounds.
He's had a lot of high assist games as Warren scores again in recent weeks. Really stepping up his playmaking in addition to the defense and three-point shooting he usually brings.
Nets now 34 made field goals, 25 assists. The ratio was off the charts in the first quarter. 12 assists on 13 field goals.
Yeah, they're at that magic number. This season, 24 or more assists in a game coming into tonight, 17 and 6. 23 or less, 1 and 8. So once they hit 24, better than 70% chance that they'll win the game. This one knocked out of bounds. Duke Mondi in the game here for the Gold. Recently added, making his Grand Rapids debut. Will's floater no good. Waka strong board. And Martin coughs it up in transition. Bounce pass. Wills can't finish.
That kind of a night for Grand Rapids.
Three is good. Kyler Edwards, third made three of the night. Just the sixth for the Nets as a team. Only Edwards and Gates have made from downtown. The answer for Ellis. And the Gold, and this one goes through the legs of Jalen Martin. A Nets turnover.
Nets and Martin getting a little sloppy with it here. Latter stages of this third quarter. Not a lot for Lafon Udofia to be frustrated about at this stage of the game, but those unforced errors will certainly rankle the coach.
Warren from Waka has it knocked out of his hands. Brought the ball down there. Had it swiped away. Now Ellis with the left hand. That was pretty from Walter Ellis. And he's got 14. Here's Martin attacking the rim.
Well, he talked about point guard by committee over the last couple minutes here. Jalen Martin has had the ball in his hands a whole lot.
Edwards picks up the steal. Racing ahead, Kyler Edwards, the finish in transition. Ellis has it blocked. Irvin there to tap it up and in. But the Nets with a chance here with a minute left in the third to reach the century mark in just 3 quarters, Matt.
An offensive clinic here from the Nets with only those 6 made threes to be at 99 points in the final minute of the third quarter is something else.
And Davion Warren, what a third quarter. He's got 18 third quarter points.
27 to lead all scorers here for Davion Warren. What a third quarter.
What a third quarter from him. What a third quarter for this Nets team. 38 points so far in the frame as the three is good from Mondi. And the Nets at a 3-second difference here between shot and game clock and hold for the final shot of the quarter. Hankerson instead will take an early shot clock pull-up, misses it, and walk on the offensive glass. Martin short jumper goes. 8 seconds left here for the Gold. Now Ellis, a three at the buzzer, no good. And the Nets score 40 in the third. And they are just 12 minutes away from another playoff berth. Nets up big on the island.
Who are you texting? Your boyfriend?
No, I'm shopping for a car on CarMax.
Oh, a car?
Are you sure you can afford this? All right.
That's a big purchase.
Relax. I got pre-qualified and shopped by my monthly budget, so I know it's a good decision. Like Jenny's new piercing.
Get pre-qualified, shop within your budget. CarMax.
Help is here for you when you need it, especially when times get tough. For those who need help paying their energy bill, we offer grant programs, budget plans, monthly bill credits, and more time to pay. We've helped over 500,000 households enroll in payment plans. Learn more at ngrid.com/here to help.
The NBA app is everyone's app. Everyone looking for a bandwagon. Every statistician always in the weeds.
Points, rebounds, assists.
Every streetwear king who's here for the drip. Every Nuggets fan still reigning like a champ. And everyone else on this floating basketball we call Earth.
Homewood Suites by Hilton, Carle Place, Garden City, New York. Ideally located in Carle Place, New York, just 4 miles from Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum, 17 miles from JFK, and 18 miles from LaGuardia. Settle into a newly renovated, comfortable studio, 1 or 2 bedroom suite with home-like amenities, including a full kitchen. Enjoy a hot, full breakfast each morning and an evening social Monday through Thursday. We offer a 24-hour on-site convenience store, fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi. It's all you need to make yourself at home.
Well, this is a big game for the Long Island Nets, to say the least. And not often you can start the fourth quarter of a big game like this, Matt, and say it's pretty much no drama. Rufan Udofia's squad, they got the message. They have executed pretty much to perfection here. And they've got a 35-point lead as we start the fourth in a win and into the playoffs game.
Anything's possible, Kevin, of course, in the G League, but this feels like a victory lap here in the fourth quarter for the Long Island Nets and for this group on the floor in the building today. Certainly well-deserved, and you hope that they enjoy it. Talk about the Nets tonight being relatively short-handed. A couple players up with the Brooklyn Nets for their game tomorrow at the Washington Wizards. So this crew of mostly G League players who've been here for most of the season, they get an opportunity to relish clinching the playoffs on their home floor.
The Nets scored 40 points in that third quarter, and Davion Warren had 18 of them, up to 27. A game high for Warren as he continues to really become a force scoring the basketball. Jalen Martin off glass, and that's really been balanced as well. And, Warren led the way as Bryce Wills jams it home, but Jalen Martin into double figures now with that last bucket. Kaiser Gates has 20, Kyler Edwards 16, and you can't count out Kennedy Chandler, who left earlier with the injury. 10 assists in just 14 minutes and change for him as Hankerson knocks down the three.
And no word on Kennedy Chandler's status. Almost certainly, not going to return to this game tonight. Hope for a speedy recovery for Chandler as he injured his ankle, non-contact, back in the second quarter.
And the good news for the Nets, after a performance like this, maybe good or bad, depending on how you look at it, they've got just one game left after today, and they've got a couple days off to get some rest. And you could say, hey, you want to keep it going, keep the momentum going after a game like this, but chance to rest up those bodies, get some practice in, and see what's on the line as Wills connects on the floater on the line in their final game of the season on the road on Saturday.
You love the momentum, but at this stage of the season, Kevin, I think the Nets will take the rest. They'll take the added practice time as they prepare for that playoff competition.
Martin can't finish. Gardner's follow won't go. Sule Boom, a three is short. Nets push it ahead. Pierre-Louis, full head of steam.
Gets a couple of his teammates up off the bench. Edwards, Waka, and how about Trey McGowens, who was lost for the season a couple of weeks ago, has been rehabbing here on the island with the team in street clothes on the bench, but supporting his teammates all the way. Another really good guy on this Nets roster who we wish the best in his recovery from knee surgery.
Gardner has it knocked away. It stays in bounds. And Justin Jackson having trouble here. Finding Joey Baker trailing. Baker's three is good.
It's the 11th made three for Grand Rapids. Average right around 14 per game.
And a good three-point shooting team are the Gold. The three hasn't been enough tonight as Gates misses one. Gardner's got the rebound, bounces inside, turned it over. Patrick Gardner's got a double-double now. He's got 12 points, 11 boards. Wills inside for another two. Pierre-Louis fouled. Gates. Kick out. Pierre-Louis in the corner. And really only negative thing you can say about Long Island tonight is that three-point shooting, Matt.
So 7 of 24 here for the Nets, but they have not needed it. They haven't missed it.
Joey Baker on the offensive glass. Timeout, Mufan Udofia. Well, not happy with the Gold, cutting into this Long Island lead here early in the fourth.
All right, it's game time. We gotta watch the Bucks game too. Giannis already got 20 points in the first quarter.
League pass goes hard.
Hey, check out the Heat. Jimmy Buckets is on fire. The Lakers and the Nuggets are in OT. Oh, Luka just put a dude on a poster. Jalen Brunson out there snatching ankles. Ooh. Go back to Golden State. Home team view.
This is NBA basketball at its best, folks.
I'm never leaving.
I'm gonna want you to leave eventually. After basketball.
Homewood Suites by Hilton, Carle Place, Garden City, New York. Ideally located in Carle Place, New York, just 4 miles from Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum, 17 miles from JFK, and 18 miles from LaGuardia. Settle into a newly renovated, comfortable studio, 1 or 2 bedroom suite with home-like amenities, including a full kitchen. Enjoy a hot, full breakfast each morning and an evening social Monday through Thursday. We offer a 24-hour on-site convenience store, fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi. It's all you need to make yourself at home.
Gold have cut this Long Island lead here to 31, an 11-7 start to the fourth quarter in a game that Long Island has dominated. Again, a win gets them into the NBA G League playoffs, and this is a Grand Rapids team that has been shorthanded without these three guys. They're super two-ways, been not with the Gold here for this last little stretch of the season.
It's been like that for most of the regular season for the Grand Rapids Gold. The Denver Nuggets calling into service Colin Gillespie, Jay Huff, and Braxton Key quite a bit. Each of these guys has only played 8 games in the regular season. None of them were available for the win that the Gold here had back in late February. And you're missing some major players. You see Gillespie nearly averages a triple-double over those 8 games. Jay Huff, those 4 blocks per game. If he qualified, that would lead in the G League. Braxton Key, they actually had about a week and a half ago, but again, only 8 games out of Braxton Key. So that has been a major storyline for Grand Rapids and certainly explains the 11-20 record, or goes a long way to explain the struggles of the Grand Rapids Gold. Losers currently have 7 in a row.
Kaiser Gates catch and shoot 3 is short. And Mufan Udofia calling that timeout, Matt. Kind of not happy with his team taking their foot off the gas here early in the fourth with this big lead.
Outscored so far 11-7 here in the fourth quarter. It's the advantage for the Gold in the frame.
Only natural as Ellis knocks down the 3. I think to let up a little bit, in this kind of game. But as you said, anything can happen in the G League. And if the Gold go on a run, it certainly could lead to some unexpected tense moments for Long Island down the stretch. They didn't want to have to play, as Patrick Gardner's fouled again.
Well, we spoke about it earlier in the game. Last time these two teams played, Grand Rapids had a 20-4 run at one point in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
So certainly capable of putting it together.
The G League game is so fast. You could go on a 10-0 run in less than a minute, just a snap of a finger, and all of a sudden it's a completely different ballgame.
And the Gold are shooting it well from 3, particularly here in the second half. They're 37.5% for the game.
And Joey Baker will shoot one. Baker's got it.
Cam Ankerson with the hand in his face. High arcing 3 there from Joey Baker.
And Baker's made 3 threes. Gates looking for Pierre-Louis on the cut. 5 on the shot clock. Has to put one up here. Nate Pierre-Louis, it's short. Rebound to Baker.
Now the Gold must be wondering, where was this defensive intensity the first 3 quarters of the game? Giving the Nets fits in the half court.
Ellis draws a foul.
Now Walter Ellis had himself a nice game. 17 points, 5 rebounds. He's got 3 made threes. Ellis's regular season high was 18 points back on Valentine's Day in a game against the Cleveland Charge. So that right there, a new regular season high for Walter Ellis.
Well, lead now at 25 for the Nets. They've led it by as many as 39. One on the shot clock. Warren has to heave one up and goes out of bounds.
I believe I used the phrase victory lap at the start of this fourth quarter.
Yeah.
It has kind of been anything but
Yeah.
for the first half
of
this fourth quarter.
If you look at Mufan Udofio's mannerisms on the sideline,
not a victory lap.
yeah, he is a little stressed at the moment. Hard to blame him. Again, still a 25-point game, but he knows how big this game is and doesn't want to see his team let up, as they kind of have here to start this fourth quarter. Pierre-Louis coughs it up, and the Gold are on it. Baker for Irvin in transition.
Well, before that bucket there, David Waka just tallied his 4th block of this game. A guy who we have seen at points during this season get his blocks in bunches.
Well, the Nets are taking their time on the offensive end here. The clock is their friend. Warren, 3 on the shot clock. Has to put one up. The fadeaway is an air ball and a shot clock violation. And after a 40-point third quarter, just 9 for the Nets here in the first almost 7 minutes of the fourth. And boom, fouled by Warren.
Has a 23-point lead ever felt more uneasy
Yeah.
than this one does right now?
Yeah.
You certainly can't hear it, but you and I gave each other that look, Kevin.
3 from Baker. No good. Nets push it up ahead. Davion Warren gets behind the D.
Good idea for the Nets. Find number 3 in blue, get him the rock, and let him make something happen.
29 for Warren. Continuing his good play. Now the Nets with the steal. Martin sets up Warren. Back-to-back buckets. Andre Miller takes a timeout. It's a career high for Davion Warren. And the Nets have pushed the lead back out. 27.
Who are you texting? Your boyfriend?
No, I'm shopping for a car on CarMax.
Oh, a car?
Are you sure you can afford this? All right.
That's a big purchase.
Relax. I got pre-qualified and shopped by my monthly budget, so I know it's a good decision. Unlike Jenny's new piercing.
Get pre-qualified, shop within your budget. CarMax.
The future of the NBA, that's starting today. Welcome to the NBA G League. Today, we're panning for nuggets of gold, searching for what's never been seen. Today, watch us set new trends and crown new kings. Today, we're igniting the sparks that's blazing new trails. Buckle up and watch today's G League become tomorrow's NBA.
Well, we're entering the Homewood Suites home stretch. Homewood Suites by Hilton, Carl Place, Garden City. It's all you need to make yourself at home.
That 4-0 run there by Davion Warren has certainly calmed nerves a little bit here at the Coliseum as we get a look at the up-to-the-minute standings in the Eastern Conference. Those 4 teams at the top, they have clinched their spot in the postseason. The Nets, with a win here tonight, would be the 5th team to get in. Capital City Go-Go currently occupying that 6th and final spot in the East.
Maine is playing tonight. They are winning. So the Celtics look like they'll add a win to their total. And, for Long Island, again, gotta just take care of business here, final 4.5 minutes. But, you're looking at scoreboard watching, right? The next couple of nights, they are on the road, final night of the regular season at College Park on Saturday. And you got to see what the situation is for Long Island. Again, a win here, they are in, but what seed do they end up with? There still is the potential of a home game, at least in the first round next week.
This is the regular season home finale for the Nets, officially Fan Appreciation Day at the Coliseum, and another great turnout here. Nets have enjoyed some really good crowds here during the regular season.
Baker, another 3, rims out. Now Davion Warren going right back to work.
Just not in his DNA to pull up. You gotta wonder if that's what Mufon Udofia told his team during that last time out. Keep doing what you're doing. Obviously, it has worked spectacularly well for the majority of the game tonight.
Tony on the steal. Waka at the rim.
Approaching a double-double for David Waka now, 8 points, 10 rebounds, go along with those 4 blocks.
And the Nets closing in on everybody but Chandler, who left the game early, into double figures. Waka with the 8. The only 2 guys, or check 3 guys, I should say. Waka, another look here. Waka 2 points away. Pierre Louis 2 points away. Hankerson 3 points away from double figures. Here is Hankerson. Jumper rims out. And how about Kyler Edwards? Played almost 40 minutes tonight. They're still hustling here, still in the game down the stretch. Waka, another block.
Number 5 for David Waka. The little finger wag from David Waka.
Justin Jackson, corner 3.
Justin Jackson knocks that one down in Waka's face.
I'd be very interested when you just look at the stats from this game to see how many teams have scored 120 points while making only 7 threes.
Yeah.
And it can't happen too often. That's a really struggled to shoot the 3 as Warren misses again. And it hasn't affected their game and their offense tonight. Joey Baker can't make that one in the corner. Pierre Louis racing ahead. Full head of steam for Nate Pierre Louis. Boom, a 3. Hankerson the board. Martin has it coughed up, and he stepped into the backcourt. Final 90 seconds. Jumper from Jackson, no good. And we'll see when we can get that look of relief on the face of Mufani Dofia. I'm not quite sure it's there yet. Even though, in his head, he's still coaching his guys. In his head, he knows that playoff spot now locked up.
First-year head coach Mufani Dofia, a guy who's been around the G League a couple years as an assistant.
Hankerson, the three.
That gets Hankerson into double digits.
Yeah, and just David Mwaka now missing for the Nets. Got to get him one more bucket here in the final minute. Boom, misses. Mwaka's got the rebound. Warren gets it to him. A double-double for David Mwaka.
8 players in double figures now for the Nets. A true team effort when Long Island needed it most.
Loose ball picked up by Hankerson. Shot clock still on. And Mufani Dofia telling Nate Pierre-Louis to get it across midcourt here. Take some time off the clock. Well, Matt said it best there. Nets needed a team effort tonight. A little bit shorthanded. They got it from everybody. Martin will take the turnover. The shot clock violation. Gold get it in and start the celebration for the Long Island Nets. They are headed to the playoffs, and there's the smile on the face of Mufani Dofia. For the third straight year, the Long Island Nets are playoff bound.